What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Just
Here, go ahead.
how's everyone doing? We got a lot to talk about today. We're just kind of quickly setting up. We're trying to get the. Okay, it looks like we got the.
It's black though. I need to change it from black.
We're trying to get the chat for everyone to show up on the right side, and it looks like we almost got it finally.
It's just not the right color.
Oh, is that?
And it's too small.
But yeah, a little bigger. There you go. Oh yeah, and it's got to be on white.
You think
But
that's
yeah,
good?
anyway,
Good stuff.
so we got a lot to talk about today. We're gonna we got a new release trailer to share with you guys. We got an official release date for the Circus Interstellar Atari VCS port, as well as we're gonna be doing we're gonna patch all the other versions like Steam and the iArcade and everything. And we got to talk about the Beaver State Comic Convention that's also coming up. But for now, we're just kind of waiting for. Oh, looks like the background audio is a wee bit too much.
Is it?
Yeah, we're casting in OBS Rascal. Just to answer.
Oh, should I have yellow text?
Sure.
Because white is gonna blend in with your shirt.
Yellow would look really cool anyway.
Does it? Hopefully that's good.
There we go, right there. Yep, that's the one.
What about there?
Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
Hopefully
And
that's
then
good, guys.
Save.
Let's see.
All right, awesome.
Okay.
So now let's turn down this audio a little bit. The desktop audio, apparently it was a little too loud, is what you're saying.
Probably just turn down the music, right? Or maybe right.
Just a little bit.
Right about there.
Yeah, right there. Well, you just turn it back up.
Oops.
Not seeing the chat overlay. Oh, how about now?
There it is.
Is it popping up now for you?
So it needs to be a little bigger again.
Okay. Music's gone now. Well, the music was lowering because it was the end of the song. But let me know if it comes back up though.
I made the chat pretty big, so hopefully
it
it
looks
actually appears that way. Well, the problem is
did you just hit save
adjusted
again?
it. Yeah,
Okay,
I
okay.
adjusted it and it didn't change anything. So
All right. You hear the music now? Awesome. All right. So, what we kind of wait for everyone to come in and stuff, so that way we can get as many of you guys to be able to watch the trailer live when it comes up. We're gonna kind of just talk about some of the stuff we've been up to. Talk about the Monster Mash and the Ettincast that you guys have been participating in lately. Oh, is Tim here?
Yeah, Tim.
Nice. What's up, dude?
Hey.
Yeah,
thanks, man.
yeah.
Dude, we're stoked to have it on the Atari VCS. It's gonna be so sick.
Oh my god, we were playing just earlier today. We were playing, trying to test it out because Q&A went through just fine. Apparently, they really enjoy the game and.
Did they say that? I didn't hear anything about it.
From what I gathered, they really enjoyed it.
Oh,
yeah,
cool. That's good.
But we were doing a little bit more testing. We're actually gonna have our parents come over tomorrow, and they're gonna be doing some 4-player testing with us, and so that's gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah, we were playing earlier, and it's awesome. It's super cool. A lot of the new stuff we added, which we will talk about later after we show the trailer.
Yeah.
It just really makes such a big difference to the game.
Huge.
Yeah.
The look of the game
The
in
visuals,
general has changed pretty drastically with a couple changes.
Yeah.
And it feels better too. We changed a couple
It does.
things in the mechanics. So
It looks like, it looks like that text is coming up pretty well. We might have to
it's gonna
throw
be
later. I think we're gonna need to
white,
throw a little white background on this guy a little bit later.
we can do this
But
while we're waiting. You can throw on the
that's right.
background.
And so for now though, we wanted to kind of put a little bit of light on like all the Ettincast that we've been doing and stuff. Just how appreciative we are for you guys joining for that. For those of you who don't know, we every week. Lately, it's been a little tough to do it every week because of all the work on the VCS port. But every week we try to do an not Ettincast, the Monster Mash. Where we just get together with the Discord community and play some games. Lately, we've been playing a lot of Planet Side 2. That game is awesome.
It's so good.
It's so awesome,
It's so
but
good.
it's so hard
as
like,
hell.
It's so hard. I did find out though the most broken class in that game is the
sniper.
Yeah, the sniper.
What
What is it
was it
called?
called again?
Infiltrator.
Infiltrator?
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could
Looks
just
pretty good.
I could basically just pop. So they have like a cloaking device thing that you can turn on. So I would just like turn on the cloaking device, get into a good shot, aim my shot up, drop the cloak, and then blast the guy, and then put the cloak back up. I was like, this is so
Hey,
overpowered.
at least you're not doing what some people were doing. Some people were climbing to spots in the game where you can't see them anymore. Like they would climb up trees, and
Are you talking about,
you couldn't
like,
actually see their model anymore for some reason. I don't know if they were cheating or what,
Well,
but
I know that I know
so.
we have a couple community members who love to climb mountains.
Yeah, they do the Skyrim climbing on the
Skyrim
mountains.
jumping. Yeah, and like that's what
District,
was a lot of fun.
and
Yeah, yeah.
looking at you too.
Yeah, but especially thank you to those guys. They've been there like every time, and just super cool. We got a really nice community over there on Discord. If you guys would like to join in on some of those, we got the links in the description down below.
Yep, and they're super fun.
Yeah.
You know, we vote on games to play. You were talking about the Monster Mash show, right?
Yeah, we're talking about
okay,
Monster
okay.
Mash, yeah.
So yeah, we vote on a game to play. Usually it's something free that you can download on Steam.
Yeah, I think we were doing
PlantSide 2, Polygon was one. We also did a little bit of Team Fortress 2 before we found out the game is swarmed with bots and you can't really play it very well.
Yeah. Oh my God. Team Fortress 2, it's so sad.
It's so sad.
We tried to play that a few times, but literally the whole game is, how'd that song go? Get a headshot.
Watch a man get a headshot.
Push the payload,
kick a bot.
Yeah, that was
that's
literally the
basically
whole game. That was literally the whole game. And then I got kicked at one point. Like everyone thought I was a bot. I don't know how. I was
and then our entire team accidentally voted yes instead of no.
Yeah, I even voted yes on myself if I remember right.
Yeah, you did.
But so but we do a lot of that every week. So if you guys want to join for that, that'd be awesome to see you guys there. And on top of that, we've been doing these Ettincast every month. And it's been chaotic with the last couple months because of all the Atari stuff, trying to get ready for release and stuff. But we do have we've had a couple contests. They were art contests for drawing clowns for the game and stuff. And we had a couple. We'll show off a couple of the winners that we had over these past couple times.
Oh yeah, they look really good. There was a couple that were really funny. This last one had a lot of really funny ones because I started the ball rolling on making a that's funny. Sorry, on making a what's it called? Like a pop culture reference in almost all of my submissions to this. So now everybody on this last one made pop culture references. It really funny.
Awesome. Now I'm gonna show off. I think so. I wanted to just show off winners, but everyone had such awesome artwork. I'm just gonna start scrolling through it. But yeah, let's see. So I just got a desktop view. I think it's gonna appear on this screen here.
It's gonna appear over there.
Let's see. So let me. I don't remember all my buttons. So let me quickly check them out. Let's see. Desktop view.
F1. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that switches. Okay, right on. So we got this one Doolaham did of the last time Matt was saying we did the Colonel Crinkles, which is the Colonel Crinkles and the Butter Boys, which is the popcorn throwing guy.
Yeah, we gave him a name.
This one was the winner from the last time. Is a Queen reference and Bohemia Rhapsody.
Oh, it's so good.
She did such a good job. That was a new member, Fart Knocker 64, I believe, is what she.
That is the name.
Yeah, and so that was a winner. That was a really good one. I really like that. I really like the facial features she did on the popcorn.
It's so good.
And then this one was like this was one of my favorites from the last time.
Yeah, that one's so good.
It's so awesome. It looks like a what do you call it?
It's a Beastie Boys
Beastie
type
Boys
of album.
Yep,
it's so funny. I love that they started to write Cosmonaut back there and then crossed it out like the clowns did that. So
that's so awesome.
So
and then let's see.
There's a couple good ones in
this one's another good one. Doc did
that one.
What is it, like a prissy kind of prima donna version of Colonel Crinkles? I thought that was great. I love the
Gucci bag is so funny.
Yeah, the Gucci bag, the bloody Gucci bag. That was pretty good.
It's so ridiculous.
This was the winner from last time, from the previous month. I believe this was March. We were doing the Robuster, which is a clown, a big meaty clown with big metal arms. And this was the winner from last time. That would be Mage. Was a winner last time.
And just go ahead.
I'm just gonna start kind of scrolling up. We got this guy right here by Impa. Looks like he lost his arm. I was saying earlier that this is like the origin of the Robuster.
He lost his arm.
This one Matt did. I thought was really funny.
Yep, this is the beginning of the pop culture references. I picked Dave the Barbarian, and I traced him really to make him the Robuster.
And then, let's see.
And what was the last one? We had
Oh, yeah. I'm scrolling too fast. Then we got Sacro did one, too. And I think that's a cosmonaut head jammed into his hand. That's pretty good.
That's funny.
I like that he got the balloon on there, too.
Yeah.
I forgot the balloon too when I did mine. By the way, yeah, with these contests, when we originally did it, it was actually we were doing. Originally, we thought we were going to be doing Super Circus Interstellar next after this game, and as you guys know from the last Ettincast, we've changed our trajectory, and we're actually going to be doing a new game after this. And, we'll talk more about that as we go into the next game.
Probably after we're done with talking about, like, the convention and all that stuff. We'll go ahead and talk about that. Yeah, and though most of you probably have seen the last Ettincast, I think.
Yeah. So, but the winner still gets every Ettin Jam. I draw something and Matt draws something. And those are the prizes that we send off to the winner. So you can win prints and stuff from us that are, they aren't, I guess they're not prints in the means that they're not copies. It's the raw file. So
yeah, the actual drawing that we made.
So we had a lot of cool ones last year. I really like this one.
No, that one was
This
so
was
good.
what?
February, I
February?
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was February's. That one was really good. That was our friend... whoops, I'm clicking buttons. Hold on. That was our friend, the Lazy Warlock, who has an awesome company where they're making a game called Nicera, Lords of Nicera.
We actually played it on one of the Ettincasts. I think it was in February, maybe.
I think so. Yeah, but that was a really good one. I love the way they did the pins and
arms.
The arms. Oh my god, it looks so cool.
So freaky.
So yeah, there's a lot of these. This was mages. Oh yeah, that's right.
What is that one?
Oh, I think I did that because. That was Joey. That was Joey. Joey was drawing. He drew this guy, or the pinhead with tentacle arms. Really good stuff.
Tentacle arms.
Yeah, I gotta check comments right quick because I can't see any comments
can't
here.
See them.
Let me see.
You can go to
there. We go.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, what's up, Sean?
Hey, what's up, Sean? We're just kind of going over right now.
Why is that? Refresh that.
It's because it's not refreshed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're still live.
Yeah.
Okay. Had to make sure.
Right now we're just waiting for everyone to kind of come in. I think we got quite a bit actually in here, so we'll probably start pretty soon. But we wanted to go over the Ettin Jam and stuff like that, and let everyone know like what we're doing on our community Discords and whatnot. And if you guys want to join for that,
they're
feel
pretty
free.
fun.
They're pretty fun. We do at the end of every month we do a live session where we all vote, and everyone in the Discord can join on that.
And you don't have to be a good artist. Look at mine. This is me. I drew this. So you don't have to be a good artist to join either. It's just fun.
For fun.
It's just fun.
So been doing that, and now hopefully things will get a little bit more. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and switch the view back. Am I back in the right one? Oh, whoops, wrong.
Switched over there for some reason.
It's because I clicked on something. There we go. But so
got some viewers, nice.
Let me fix my windows. I was hitting
way better than
every time I was
could do.
hitting.
Yeah, sure. Well, thanks for the confidence boost.
So yeah, if you guys want to join for any of that, we're going to be doing those every week. We do the Monster Mash where you guys can join us on some gaming.
Which
and
the
every
next,
month we do
next
the
game.
Ettin Jam.
Sorry about that.
You're fine.
All right, so the next game we'll be playing will be more Plant Side 2. So if you guys do want to join for that, I believe we might be doing this one this week. I don't know though, because this weekend, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, we're going to be working on Game Ready for the convention,
which we'll
got to pack all of our stuff together. Later. So we might do that this weekend. If we do, though, we'll be playing Plant Side 2, which you can download for free on Steam. And that'll be really fun.
Awesome. There's like 500 people, like all at once. It's crazy.
Well, it's up to 2,000.
Oh my god!
We'll never see 2,000 because that wasn't its heyday.
That's crazy.
And this game's like 12 years old or something like that.
So let me see. And do you want to talk about the games you've been playing? I know you've been playing a lot of Sky.
Yeah,
on your
I'll
phone.
quickly go over that. I've been playing Sky. It was really funny actually. In the last Monster Mash, we were in the middle of playing PlanetSide 2, and somebody mentioned Sky, Children of the Light, which is, if you guys don't know, it's made by the company called That Gaming Company. Or That Game Company or whatever.
Kind of a weird name. Kind of a generic name for such an awesome company.
Yeah, they were the guys who did Journey on the PS3.
Do you guys remember Journey? That was really good.
That was
the
a
Xbox
good game.
360, I believe.
It was on 360 and the PS3. But they just made a new one called Sky Children of the Light. It's kind of like a spiritual successor to Journey. And I started playing it on my phone because they have a really, really good port to the... Well, it's not even a port to the phone. They first made it on the phone, and then they ported it to console. So it plays really well on the phone, and it's free.
It looks so good.
It is so good.
I was so surprised with those graphics. Like,
yeah, so was I.
It looks like a next-gen kind of game on
the phone. It's crazy. It's nuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of that. And I actually beat it in a couple of days because I just burned through the game.
Reminds me of the name of a cool YouTube show. Whoa, maybe that's Rascal's next venture. That Gaming Company.
Oh my god. Maybe he's actually part of that company and we just didn't know it the whole time.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He says exactly, so it's true. Lore accurate now.
That's right. Yeah, so he's been trying to really get me to play that though.
And I can't.
Well,
it's just he's busy. He's busy. Like he's been working a lot.
Yeah, but I got it on my phone, so that's I'll play it pretty soon. So
yeah, we have a couple members who play it. I believe, namely, Frame, the Lost Frame, and Doc. They both
game's
play
free,
it.
right?
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah,
it's free.
So you guys want to join on that
iOS shop? So yeah, if you guys did want to join on that, that'd be really fun. We'll probably be playing that game for one of our Monster Mashes too. So, but I think we have plenty of people in the chat now, so now we can go ahead and reveal. Oh, one other thing before we move on is now that things have kind of slowed down. And I mean, we have one more patch to do after the game releases on the Atari VCS. There was a couple things we wanted to add in that we didn't get the time to add in.
For them, unfortunately.
Yeah, not with the convention coming up. That kind of put a really hard deadline on this. There's a couple things we want to patch in. But once we're done with that, I'm going to be starting up the Twitch channel again.
Yeah, and I'll actually join him now.
Stuff.
I will actually be able to join. Lately, whenever Matt did a Twitch, it's just him playing games.
Yeah.
But now with everything kind of slowing down, and we're definitely gonna be taking a break. Trust me. Like after we do this last patch, we're taking a break. Maybe like 2 weeks,
probably.
Because it's just been years of just nonstop work.
Yeah.
And so it's time for a break. And like 2 weeks is a lot for me because I'm probably gonna be itching the whole time to get to the next game. I'm so excited for the next game. But
it's gonna be so cool. Just being able to see work on a new game. Now we did start working on a new game after Killer Clowns, but when we went back to Circus Interstellar, we were like, dude, we want to make a smaller game next. And this next,
that game
the
was
last
not
one we were working
small.
on was not looking small.
No.
So
just the AI.
I'm excited about that though. It's gonna be cool to work on something that's not polka dotted.
Yeah, absolutely. As much as I love it, but.
Sean says he's been hooked on Stellar Blade.
Oh, Stellar Blade.
He might do a New Game Plus.
I've seen.
What is Stellar Blade?
I mean, as far as I know with Stellar Blade, it's a lot of butts.
A lot of butts.
Because that was like a big thing they kept on showing in the news and everything. Was like, oh, they're being so risky with their player model and stuff, and like,
right, and Bayonetta wasn't risky.
Yeah, I know. That's what I think of every time. I'm like, well, what about Bayonetta? That game was super pervy.
Yeah.
But they're doing apparently it looks good. That's what I keep hearing.
Whoa.
Shotgun Sean says, if you like Nier, you'll like Stellar Blade. Oh, I remember Nier.
I never got to play Nier, but Nier looks really cool. This looks
that was
really
the one
cool.
with the white-haired kids, right? And like,
dude, it's really funny. I mentioned, we just mentioned, what's that game? Bayonetta.
Oh yeah.
And this totally looks like it's inspired by Bayonetta and I guess Nier.
It's funny, by the way. The thing about the butts and all that, it was. They added a thing where if you have no armor and you're just going with like the skin suit thing, right? you get like just killed really quick because you have no armor.
No.
But so they're like, it's a challenge run is what they were saying and everything. And then
it's a butt run.
Yeah. So then everyone in the comments was like, you know, saying stuff like, you know, that they're gonna be the champion or whatever. Yeah, it was ridiculous. You know,
that's so funny.
Just a bunch of pervs, but can't blame them.
Everyone needs a break. What was there? Oh, thanks, Tim.
So I think we're ready to show off that trailer. So let me quickly pause this music right quick.
So good in Stellar Blade. I'll check out that game. That sounds really fun. Yeah,
Stellar Blade looks good.
The visuals are nice. They're nice.
Yeah,
it's on PS5. I do not have a PS5, so I hope it's on Steam and all that stuff.
Here, I gotta refresh the page because I don't.
Are they really complaining about this? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That's the same. That's the same amount of buttage that Solid Snake had in Metal Gear Solid 4. And in fact, I think in Metal Gear Solid 4 he had more butt than even this.
Here, hold on. Let me.
It's on the wrong screen.
Oh, right. You're right.
It's on the wrong screen. You gotta move it over there.
All right, there we go.
And make sure the quality's up. It looks like it's a little blurry.
Let me quickly switch it to 1080. Okay.
All right.
All right, guys
ready?
Here's
the trailer for the,
here we go.
The new Atari release. I mean, she's hot. My focus was on the game, sorta.
All right, you guys ready? Here we go.
Yep, let's do it.
Let's get that going.
Switch it to display no icons, so you don't see us.
Oh yeah,
down there.
thank you. Display. All right.
So you guys said it was a little quiet.
Yeah, was it super quiet?
Was it really quiet?
Do you want? I can replay it, but let me double check on something.
Awesome, sweet.
Here, hold on.
If it was quiet, yeah, we could play it one more time, and turn up the volume a little bit more.
Yep. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. I switched up the audio. I did not realize the audio was basically like all the way down. So I'll replay the trailer, and this time it should have good audio. So, all right, ready? 3, 2, 1. All right.
That was a lot better.
Yeah. So
hopefully it didn't blow your guys' eardrums, but yeah, was it way better?
Yeah.
Was it a little bit more noticeable with the sound?
That was a really fun trailer to record.
Yeah.
We went out there. So originally we were trying to figure out like a good time to record, and when we finally went out and did that, we only had a week, and so we found a really close place, and we went out there, and it was kind of chaos because the wind was really bad that day. But it actually worked out really good in the video because our cloaks and stuff were like flowing with the wind, and it looked great.
It was very cool. And no rascal, we were not naked. We
Well,
had clothes on.
We dudes naked in the woods doing the cloaks on the ground scene. Oh no, no, we rolled up our pants and stuff, and yeah, it was. But it was cold. It was cold the whole time. Actually, it's funny. Hey. We went out there, and we forgot the freaking SD card. So we had the camera, we had all the setup, and we forgot the SD card. So we had to run out there, and the Matt had to leave.
Yeah, well, so the TV was out, and the table, so we couldn't just easily load it back up and go back.
We're also on a time limit.
They left me in the woods with all that stuff, and I had to just sit there on my phone and pray that I didn't get eaten by a bear.
It was funny because Matt said the moment we left, he heard like coyotes and stuff off to the side, and he was like, "Oh god!"
I'm not even exaggerating. They were like just a little bit of ways behind me, and I was a little freaked out.
Yeah, it was fun though. We ended up getting back. We got it all recorded. It was all good. We got some bloopers too that we're going to be putting together for you guys. Unfortunately, most of the videos that we got didn't have audio, and so we're gonna I'll take all the stuff that did have audio and I'll put it up for you guys to watch later. You guys can watch us be silly and dumb.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a release date at the end there for the Atari VCS. It's going to be dropping on the 10th.
Yeah, May 10th. It's May 10th. This Friday, so really close. You know, we would give you guys a lot more time, you know, to
get ready,
digest it and everything, but given the circumstances and whatnot, with the convention and everything, this is what we were given. This is what Atari allowed us to pick for a day, so this is what we're doing. And I'm sure plenty of you guys probably don't mind it being a couple days away.
So. I mean, like, you guys have been waiting for months, so I mean, I think we were trying to release this game last month. And that didn't work out because we had to send it into Atari. But not only that, we had to end up patching some stuff that was dragging out. So we finally got it done, and it'll be on the 10th.
The 10th of May.
Cool.
So that's going to be awesome.
And we've been playing the crap out of it too, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's some of the cool new things that we've added. We actually made a list kind of to share some of the cool new things you guys are going to see in the VCS port, which... By the way, you know, for those of you wondering, we will be patching the PC for both the Steam and the Etch.io.
He actually just asked about that
We will also be patching the iArcade version. What's really cool is that some of the things that I wasn't able to originally get in the iArcade version, we did a little workaround, and it's going to appear in the iArcade version too. So some of those new things that we added that we're really happy with are... starting from the top of the list, it's in no particular order, but we added new clown color variants. So now it's not just it's Matt's favorite thing, and mine too.
It's so good.
Is now you know, all the basic clowns and everything, they all have up to 3 different skins that they can have when they start. It doesn't really change the way they work. They're not like variants in that kind of way. No. It's just for visual effect.
It just made more sense that they would have more colored outfits than just like the one color, because when you look at a circus, all the clowns have completely different colored color schemes
and stuff.
So so we were like, well, they should, and so we went ahead and added that in.
So I think that'll add a little bit more flavor to the game and everything. We also balanced all the bosses. A lot of people were having trouble with the bosses. And, you know, after I went back, I really can see why. They were way too hard.
Yeah, way too hard. We saw, I mean, the first boss, at the time, we didn't give you a chance to learn how the bosses worked before we threw in extra clowns.
Yeah.
And so people would die from the clowns, and then like not learn how to fight the boss very well. So we made some changes with that stuff. Like for example, the first boss is just the Juggernaut head, so that way you can learn his patterns and all that stuff and how the boss fights work. And then the next one we throw in one clown, and then the next one, you know, it just kind of builds from there. But
one thing too that's big that we did, we readjusted the. You can now push back the boss. So when you're shooting him, when the Juggernaut is chasing after you, and this happens not only in boss fights, but if it's on the level, right, and he appears and he chases you, you can now slow him down. You can push him back now, and it makes you feel like really cool. Makes you feel a little bit more powerful because you can like. As you're shooting him, it's slowing him down, and that gives you a little bit more of a window to get more shots in.
Yeah, so not only is it like, you know, cool feeling, but it's way more fair.
Yeah. So there's also for the boss fights, we made it to where the Juggernaut, he takes a little bit. He's a little bit more fair with his charge attack. You know, he normally, for those of you who haven't played yet, he flies around the room. And then he'll stop occasionally, and he'll charge up, and then he'll chase after you. And it gets a little faster as you're going through the fight, and his life is getting lower and lower. But we made it to where it's a little bit more balanced, where he takes a little bit longer, and then you can activate him a little sooner. Like he'll take a little longer, but if you shoot at him, and the more damage you're doing, the faster he's gonna come after you. And so little things like that, I think, are gonna really make a big difference for those of you guys playing.
Not to mention that one of the biggest changes was the electric walls. Yeah. So in the previous versions, it was you get shocked once, and then it dropped your health down to critical, meaning 1 HP. And then you got shocked one more time, and then you started getting shocked to death, and you had to either leave the room or you had to get healed.
Which you can only leave the room if the Juggernaut shows up or you kill all the clowns.
Yeah, so, but we changed it, and now you get shocked once. It drops your health once, not down the critical, just 1 HP taken away.
Each time you shock.
Each time you get shocked. You can get shocked again. It'll take off 1 more HP, and then when you get shocked a third time, it'll start the death shock.
Made a huge
so
difference.
It made big difference.
We were playing hardcore mode the other day. Makes hardcore mode so much better. So much better, yeah. And because we were playing and what was it? We were really on the wire, and I got shocked twice, and I was just so thankful that I had one more chance. So you guys are gonna really like that, I think. We also
the roofs.
Yep, the rooftop textures. I forgot to write that down, so that's a good one.
That was a big one. I'm going to go ahead and just swap it over to desktop view.
Well, yeah.
That way you can still see us and stuff.
Oh, I forgot to press play on the music.
Where is...
Press play.
Oh, yes.
Oh, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that it was gonna. I didn't realize that when I adjusted the audio earlier, that it would carry over to this version.
Gibberish. Yeah, sorry about that. So I'll repeat a little bit of that. So basically, and I'll go back so that way Rascal can see what I'm talking about. So I was showing off the new roofs. So the old roofs looked like this. They were just these squares. They're kind of ugly when I go back to them. See, and but now we have textures on the roof. It was hard for me to figure out where to go to in this video, so forgive me if it's a little hard to see. But see, we add some stuff like boxes and stuff on the roof like computer systems and stuff like that. This one's a really skinny roof, so it's hard to show you. There's another example. Unfortunately, the roof is glowing in that one. Let's see if I can find a better one. This one's a good example. So yeah, but just more boxes, more stuff on the roof.
Like tools and paperwork and stuff from the people that were up top working on it. There's a couple cigarettes and cigarette cartons and whatnot from people taking a lot of smoke breaks. I think we were making a little joke that...
the joke was that they're all so stressed out because the company works them to the bone, so they all smoke. Yeah. It was just a stupid little funny joke.
It's pretty cool, though, because we were also able to hide a bunch of stuff, too. So for those of you who haven't played yet, during the game, you actually learn that it was someone's birthday party.
Yes.
When all the it just so happened to be Danny's birthday party, and during which the clowns have jumped in and started killing everyone. But the way we did to show that off a little more is there's like party hats and all that stuff all around, and up on the rooftops you can see little areas where people were throwing back some beers and everything, and and not working, just partying, and yeah. So
it just looks nice.
4.5 minutes of my life now lost. I'll never get it back.
No,
it wasn't 4.5 minutes of the video, was it? Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. Anyway, though, so the roofs look better. The mechanics are a lot better. We added a shading system. You guys probably saw that as well.
Yeah. Shading system was really fun to program.
Yeah.
It kept on screwing up, but we finally got it. So your flashlight will shine off of walls better. It won't go through walls or anything like I was originally having issues with. There's all sorts of color lighting and everything and shading. You can crank up. You can actually turn it off too if you liked the old original look of the game where there was no lighting or anything.
You can just turn it off.
You can turn it off. Yeah, but
you can also make it thicker of darkness.
And if you crank it up all the way, you actually can get an achievement and an unlock at a cheat that you can unlock at the end of the game if you play through the entire game with the deepest shader, which is really cool because it looks like a horror movie because they hide in the shadows and stuff.
It's much harder. That will jump scare you like crazy. So. But yeah, is there anything we're missing?
Here, let me see.
In that.
Well, yeah, there's
we did add. Go ahead.
The main menu now has demo videos that will play over the top. We don't have any way of showing that right now, but you guys will see it when we go to release. And that was really cool because it really added to the flavor on the main menu. It's not not that I thought it was boring. It's just that it's got a little bit more pizzazz going on. Now you can watch the gameplay while you're sitting on the main menu and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks great. And we also cut down scoreboards. Scoreboards used to be
there was 16 of them.
It was like there was a scoreboard for each difficulty without electric walls, and then there was a scoreboard for each difficulty with electric walls, and then there was a scoreboard for each difficulty for hardcore mode, no electric walls, and hardcore mode, electric walls. So it was just crazy.
Yeah, it was way too much. So it's cut down to 4 now. And that should be a lot more bearable.
If I remember right, those 4 are no electric walls, hardcore no electric walls, and hardcore electric walls. So that's it. And then the different difficulties will give you different multipliers for your score. So.
Yeah, which to go with that, we added a lot more like readability to the game. So basically we tell you a lot more about what's going on. Like when you go to choose a difficulty, it's more obvious about like what difficulties are doing what. And one big thing that we did that was a big adjustment was before in the previous version if you died, you lost an upgrade, and you lost an upgrade chip for each time you died.
No matter the difficulty.
Yeah, no matter difficulty. So now what we've done, though, is made it to where all the difficulties except the last two, Chlorophobia and Chronic Chlorophobia, you will keep your upgrades. So when you get an upgrade, you can go all the way through the game with it. It doesn't matter if you die, you get to hold on to them. And that's really cool because that makes it where more people more often are going to be able to experience that bit of a power fantasy kind of
Getting
thing.
all the upgrades.
Yeah, where you get all the upgrades, now you're like super badass. And then if you can still get that kind of more hardcore style on the harder difficulties, the last two difficulties. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. Let me see. Talk about the overhauled graphics. And then the other thing is, just a lot of things, a lot of little adjustments to the gameplay.
We did make the tutorials more obvious.
Oh yeah.
It used to be at the very beginning of the game, you would start and the tutorial was just up at the top. You could keep playing while it was up there, but the problem was that people would leave the room before they even figured out how to play the game.
Or they wouldn't read it.
Or they wouldn't read it. Yeah. Because they probably even notice it. So we made it to where when you start, a screen comes up and stops everything, and you can quickly read what you need to do, or you can just press A to skip it. Mm-hmm. You can also go to the options if you want, and you can just turn off tutorials if you don't want them at all. Just way better. We noticed that players would actually be able to figure out how to play the game before hopping in, and they'd be a little bit less frustrated when they would die repeatedly.
Yeah, but then stuff like telling you how to shoot and everything, it's a little bit more obvious now. So a lot of people were having troubles with, they would try to tap and move. So what we did to adjust that is we added another option that you can turn on and off in the pause menu, but it also give you an option when you go start the game for easy aim, which is simply
it's like Berserk. It's like classic Berserk.
Exactly, where you just press the aim button in a direction and he will shoot in that direction. And so
it really helps also with the classic Atari controller, which I don't know if you guys saw in the trailer. We got the classic Atari controller working flawlessly.
Yep.
So you can use either the modern or the classic. And you could also use that on your PC with the Steam version and the itch version. There's that. And it feels really good with that easy aim.
It does. So it does. And then, our niece will be able to play the game with us better too.
Yeah.
So that was important
to worry about. Because the problem was that she wouldn't know how to shoot, so she'd just go to aim, and then nothing would happen.
Yeah, so that'll be a lot of fun. I think a lot of you guys will appreciate those new updates. And of course, there's plenty of other little things we did throughout the thing, but
I need to go over those.
Yeah, it's a lot of little things that you will feel when you go to play the game. But yeah, that's pretty much all of our big changes to the game. And of course, 3 months of that was trying to get the damn thing to even run on the console.
Yeah, work with the controllers. That was the biggest thing, is that for the longest time it wasn't working with the controllers, and nothing we were doing was working. We ended up getting help from Lost Astronaut, which we gave him a splash screen at the beginning of our game too, for all of his help. And basically, with his help, we were able to figure out how to get the controllers working, and now it works flawlessly.
Yeah.
So
that'll be awesome.
Thanks, Sean. Cheers.
Thank you, Sean.
Cheers. And drink this gross ass Mountain Dew alcohol.
I'm not big on those Mountain Dew alcohols.
This one's it's because it's sugar free. It's kind of just.
I'll be honest, Mountain Dew has kind of gone downhill for me. Not big.
Don't say that here. Thankfully,
Thankfully,
Steps Gaming isn't here to hear that.
Yeah, that's right. She loves.
Mountain Dew.
What else we got? So. Obviously, once we release this and we get all the new updates in, including the patch, we will be doing I will be taking the
winners
physical copies. Yep.
Yeah, the people who won physical copies when we were doing Rascal's gaming show.
We're going to patch and MG.
Them. Yeah, and we're going to put the newest version on those games and then send them out to you guys.
Yep.
We just do not want to send you unpatched versions because we want you to not have to go and patch it yourself with the newest version. It would just be a lot more convenient for everyone.
Absolutely. So, don't worry about that. We haven't forgot about you guys. We're going to be definitely sending those off as soon as we possibly can, and we'll let you know. We'll make an update, probably a short on YouTube, to let you guys know that we're doing that and we're sending them off.
One other thing that I remembered while we're talking about this, about like finishing stuff that we need to do. So I a couple months ago I was talking about the iArcade iArcade vinyl for the Circus Interstellar stuff, and I had said at the time that it was going to be released really soon, but then all this game making stuff got in the way. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as this last patch is done, I'm going to reorder the front of my iArcade, the vinyl, and redo it because I screwed up when I initially made it, and it's all stretched and stuff. Yeah. And then I went to fix it, and then it was too big. So then it got cut off. So I had to redo it, and I need to order the new one. That way I can make sure it actually fits and it looks good. Then I will release it for everybody on probably the Discord and our website. But I really, really want to have them send me the front of the vinyl. That way I can make sure it looks good before I release it to you guys. And then you guys waste money on a vinyl that doesn't fit. So,
yeah. And so yeah, lots going on right now. Another big thing we mentioned earlier that we're going to be doing is we learned just like 2 weeks ago that they're doing that on, it's funny, like a day right after release on May 11th, they're going to be having a Beaver State Comic Convention up here in Redmond, Oregon, and so at the Deschutes County Fair. So we were like, hell yeah, we're going to try that. So we sent them in a request for a booth. It was like
last
really cheap.
Minute.
Yeah, and they got it.
So yeah, they gave us A-okay. So.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a convention pretty soon, which is really exciting because I thought we were only going to do the one this year.
The Portland Retro Gaming Expo.
Yeah, which, after seeing, we only paid like $100 for a booth over here.
This one?
Yeah, and we didn't even have, there was no electricity that we had to pay for. No, we didn't have to pay for Wi-Fi. It's all in the package. And it was crazy how cheap it was.
It made us realize that we paid a lot over at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo just for the booth alone, and then on top of that the electricity, and then on top of that the
hotel,
internet, and then the hotel and stuff.
Yeah, now we don't have to do that. We could just go straight down the road, pack everything in a truck, go down the road, a couple towns over, but go down there and yeah, it's gonna be way cool. I'm really excited because that one we're gonna have a lot of family and friends that can actually make it because it's like local. So that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a little nerve-wracking, I'm sure, because it's people who actually know us in flesh and blood, and that's gonna be interesting to show them what we're doing. I'm excited. It's gonna be awesome.
And we got a couple more things. So like at the booth, we'll be selling obviously our game is going to be on the arcade cabinet, the same exact one that we had over at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, except it's been updated.
Yep.
It's
as
got
we
better
showed
buttons
you guys
and stuff
in the last Ettincast.
Several Ettincast. But yeah, so we are going to have that there for people to play for free. We're going to have our t-shirts, what's left of them, we're going to have them there. We couldn't order new ones because money, and then also
they're
time.
Expensive. T-shirts are expensive.
Yeah,
I think last year we spent like over $1,000. Like it was like $1,500 or whatever for all the t-shirts we got. But we did get two types last time, and we got like 5 or 6 of each size. So that makes sense. It's just it's expensive.
We're going to be selling those. We're going to be selling whatever's left of our comics. We ordered new
like
comics.
8 comics.
Left, 8 is left, I believe. You're right.
Which we, like Matt said, we ordered more, but they won't be in until after this convention. But we'll have all that now for restocking the store and for the next convention. Yeah, you want to tell them about the new T-shirts that you were wanting to do for the next convention, or not yet?
Not yet. First, we also got another thing we're going to be selling there. They're going to be prints. So Stefan went. He drew one picture that there's a new one, and that will be a print that you can buy over there. And there's also a print of the Jumping Jester and the Slasher, which you guys have seen that picture several times. And then there's one of the Juggernaut too. And these are going to be sold at our booth as nice, clean prints. And then on top, I think we're also doing the cover art too when you pulled that up. We'll also possibly be selling those on our website as well. But that's up in the air. We gotta figure that all out.
First print that we made, it's a simple one, but it's the I went to the Photoshop file and stuff and removed the Circus Interstellar text so that way you can get the full picture. And we're gonna be I'll be printing all these ones out to sell over at the convention. We also will have a printout of the Jugglernaut about to eat Danny from the comic book.
Which, by the way, it was Danny's birthday, so birthday boy is getting eaten here.
Yep. So we got that one. I think that'll look really cool in print. We got. Oh, oops!
That was it. Yeah.
I'll go back to that one. We got one of the Slasher and the Jester, the Jumping Jester.
You guys have seen this one a bunch.
It's like one of my favorite ones to share. So I had to make a print of that one. And then we got this one of. This is Dennis from the game.
That bar down there. Yep.
So this is Dennis from the game. This is a print that I made. I just finished it a couple days ago, and it's like a little advertisement. I really like the quote we did down here. So it's Planetary Resource Importation Corporation, saving the world one prick at a time. And that's like, the funny part about that is that they're what it is they're going around shooting planets with a big laser and then mining those basically the planets. It's
giving
really
the planets
dumb,
a nice prick and then it blows up.
Yeah,
and they mine it.
And so that's going to be really cool. I'm going to try and get a couple more prints ready because right now that's only 4, but I'm going to try and get more ready for the convention. But that'll be really fun. I've never sold prints before.
This will be the first for that. Cool. Now, what was that thing we were going to mention about? It was right for the prints. The T-shirt.
T-shirts?
So the new T-shirt we're going to be making for the Portland Retro Gaming Expo and selling on our website. It's going to be. I know it's going to be a red shirt. We're still figuring out what is going to be the design.
I'm probably going to draw something. You mentioned in the comments. Let us know what you guys would want drawn on those T-shirts. Like, I can print. It'll be obviously Circus Interstellar related.
Yes.
So if you guys have any suggestions or anything you want to do,
maybe like
post them in the comments down below.
Yeah, maybe like if you guys want like one of the clowns or like the cosmonaut. Or something like that.
Yeah, some kind of action shot.
Juggernaut.
Anything that I can separate, like anything that's not just going to be a big square. Because one thing we want to avoid with our T-shirts is we're not big fans of just the big cutoffs. They're just like the cover art or whatever, but in a square. We're trying to go for something that. See you later, Tim. Thanks for swinging by, man. So we want to do something like that where it's like characters or something on the shirt. So if you guys have any cool ideas, definitely post them in the comments below and we'll check them out and consider them. So let's see. I think the last things I want to talk about is so the patch after we release. Why don't you kick it off?
Okay. So we had our community members on the Discord make a bunch of new PDAs for us. And we'll be putting those into the game as well. I don't know if those are going to affect the achievement that you can get, but we'll figure that out. There's going to be new player costumes as well. We're doing pretty much the same exact thing we did with the clowns, where like they have new color schemes. Originally, you can change the color of your cosmonaut, but it's very basic. It's kind of like you just choose the color swap you want. And the color swaps are just like the entire model is that color.
Yeah.
But
it's
what we're
cool
do,
and it works.
It definitely works and it's really fun anyway. It helps make your character feel unique. But we're going to be revamping those costumes, and they're going to have more color going on,
like actual color combinations, not just
accents.
A full model color change. But the reason we can't do it with this version is because we found out the hard way that we can't do any shortcuts. So like originally we were doing a plugin. I was using a plugin I got from the asset store for Game Maker. That it was a shader that would you'd create color palettes using a program. You'd create color palettes, and then it would in game like kind of scan the models, right? Scan the sprites, and it would pick each color and it would swap them, right? But it turned out that very few computers could actually use it. The VCS couldn't do it, the iArcade couldn't do it, and lower end computers wouldn't be able to do it. So we realized we need to do it the hard way, the old-fashioned way, and create the sprites, each color scheme. We had to do this with the clowns too, but we had to create each color scheme of sprites and then import them into the game, and then tediously get them, programmed in and swapped around.
Yeah, it's a lot,
yeah,
especially with the player.
It took a long time.
The player has more costumes than the clowns did. The clowns had, I think, two different variations. They have the original, of course, but then 2 other variations. And the player has 20 different costumes.
Yeah, and he's got the most animations too. Because, you can't, he's got the movement and he's got the rolling and everything, right? And that's not bad. But you also got to account for each frame when he's aiming. There's 8 frames. And actually, no, you double that because his legs will switch positions to make it look natural.
Yeah.
So if you're aiming forward and his legs are facing forward and then you aim to the left, his legs will stay looking forward and his top body will switch to left. Well, I also have one for when you're aiming to the side and his legs are facing the side and you aim forward and his legs stay on the side. So there's a lot of frames and animations to do. And so, but we are going to do it. It's just because of how big that effort is going to be.
And the time constraint for the convention and the Atari VCS release.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be the first patch that we make after we do this Atari VCS. Before we, start on the next project and whatnot. So.
Yep, and then bug fixes. Whatever bug fixes, more bugs come up that we need to fix. So far, we think the game's bug free, but when you release it to the wild, you never know.
Never bug free.
So we're gonna be fixing bugs as well when the bugs reports start coming in. So
and I'll look more into doing like online scoreboards, but it was weird because it was some networking stuff. I've never messed with networking stuff before, and it's gonna be a challenge. So I'll try to get those in. Can't guarantee
but it's up in
with
the
that.
air. At the very least, you do have local scoreboards, and I guess you could compare your scores on like we'll make a Discord channel for it possibly, and but as far as the network scoreboard goes, that's up in the air, so we'll find out.
Yeah. So last thing I'm gonna say, did you already mention the PDAs?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, to quickly touch up on that one more time, if you guys would like to have a little bit of your stamp in the game, a little bit of a fingerprint in the game, join our Discord. You can find the link down below where we will be. We've got a little thread open for people to post their own PDA entries and stuff. The PDAs are little devices you can find in the game, and they're just fun little lore that you can read. Some of them have secrets in them that if you read them, you can find a little secret code and you can try punching that in. So stuff like that, if you guys want to be a part of that and you want to join that, be sure to join the Discord and ask about it. I believe we put it in the Circus Interstellar channel. Yeah, and so we'll get you all settled out on that, and you can have your own little bit in the game. So yeah.
Okay, it says read a few. Do we want to read a few of those PDAs or no?
We're getting a little low on time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all joining.
That was awesome.
Yeah, I think.
You want to play the trailer one more time?
Yeah, let's play the trailer one more time.
Okay, sweet. Pause that music. Don't forget to turn up the audio.
Okay.
Let's play it one last time for anybody who's coming in late. And and then we'll get.
All right, guys.
Yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. That was an awesome stream. And don't forget to smash that like button, like Rascal just said. And
subscribe if you want.
Hit the bell notification so that way you get all the updates about whatever we post. You'll see it. And then
we have links to the Discord below. One more time, we're going to be releasing the game on the VCS, on the Atari VCS, on the 10th, which is this coming Friday. Of course, we'll be updating all of the iArcade and the PC version as well with that. So, yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Also, don't forget to comment down below.
Yep.
And leave a comment letting us know the type of T-shirt you guys think would be a cool design. And it'll be red too. So keep that in mind too.
Absolutely.
So anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
Bye. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.